I've made a success out of it. In order to open the very first one, I had to, well, I kind of borrowed money from the bank to the back door.
What's good, everybody?
$6,000 hot check. And you write a hot check in barrel. Anyway, you mean you didn't have the funds? I didn't have the funds because no bank would loan me any money, and so I sold my home in the Seattle area and sold furniture and sold trucks and worked as a maid for the FAA cleaning rooms and
What's up, Ronnie?
That's what they call a rubber check. That's what they call a rubber check, and they had the last piece of equipment at the airport, and I had to get it in so that we could open because I already had all the meat and the produce. So I wrote the check, and I figured that by the time the check was through, it was to a equipment company in Seattle, I could
It's been a crazy day today.
To cover the check. Well, I bounced the first time, and I just told the bank, send it on through. I told the equipment deal. So he sent it through again, and the second time it bounced, and it was a 10th.
I'm doing good, Ronnie. How about yourself? You put the paper in the shredder, and you can shred it. Shred. Oh, fuck. Where the fuck's my CD at, yo? Yeah, today was the day Big was laid to rest. Oh, I found it. I was about to say. Put the paper in the shredder. For Horseman. Favorite Godfather character? Ooh. I'm gonna have to go with Michael. Yeah, prayers up for Tina Turner. But she says she's not dying, so. Well, for those people who watched the beef episode, what do y'all think? Yo.
Yo.
How you doing?
My bad. I was talking to my mom. My bad.
No, yo, you good. I literally just got here.
Hold on. Where's my mic?
Just having a quick snack before we start. Oh, Ronnie, you like the episode? Appreciate it. Yeah, man, I do apologize again. YouTube literally just fucked up my whole process, man. So,
Hey, man. So good.
yeah. Which low key, what I might do, I might make like two versions of each episode from now. I might put the uncut version on Vimeo and some shit, you know, or even my Patreon. We'll never know because that shit is bullshit.
Word.
Yeah, man. Ultramagnetic.
Yes. What up, people? The best show on YouTube when it comes to official hip hop. What is good? That's the new name. The best damn show on YouTube.
Mhm.
Ronnie, what up? Sam, Antoine, what's good?
It's looking out.
Where Q at, yo?
He's on his way. He should be on his way.
Yo, man.
I do want to talk about Judas and the Black Messiah sometime next month.
Yes. And the Oscars are a travesty, ignoring our work as usual.
You said what?
The Oscars ignoring our work as usual.
Not surprised.
You know, I don't get it.
Happy birthday, Queen Latifah.
Yes, a legend, one of the best top 5 female MCs of all time, with a solid discography.
Oh yeah. I I never heard her jazz material to be real with you.
It was okay. I heard it. I mean, props to her for going down that lane and doing something different, elevating as an artist. That's what you're supposed to do and not be stagnant.
Right.
You know. I think she got nominated for a Grammy for that album, that
Hmm.
jazz album.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that. Yes, fuck the Grammys. You know what it is. They still talking about it. They still talking about Nas. If Nas should have won, why not? When are you gonna give it to him? When he's dead?
I am sick and tired of this generation not
Yeah,
giving respect to
we
legends.
talked about this already. Like Freddie Gibbs' album was good, but he shouldn't have won. I would pick Nas any day. Freddie Gibbs got time to win. You know these kids don't want to hear that. You don't respect my generation.
Nigga, Freddie Gibbs like one of the best MCs in this generation, but come on, the King of
Exactly.
Keys album.
Exactly. I don't even think that's his best album. I still take Pinata over that, over Alfredo. You
Yeah,
know,
I'll give you that.
Pinata was fire.
I was more of a Bandana fan to be real with you.
Bandana was dope too. He have dope albums. I'm like, yo, but I'm like, come on now. Nas is the GOAT. He deserved to get that.
It's
You know what I'm
like,
saying? And I don't even think King's Disease was that damn good. I'm like, it had some solid joints. I'm like, shit. I thought he got robbed all like 14 other times for his classic stuff. They gave it to him for this shit.
I mean, like I said, to me,
But Reg, you remember when I told you when that album came out last year? I heard people putting that in their top 5 already. I'm like, bro, the album just came out. It's not better than it was written in Illmatic.
I'm not gonna get mad if people put it in the top 5 because I like the album, but to
Right.
me, it's not a
Where,
classic.
where you ranking it? Where's it at in your Nas ranking?
Probably like number 7, maybe
Oh,
number 6, maybe.
see, and I heard people say that it's in a top 5, and I'm like, better than Godson? Are y'all nuts?
It's not better than Life is Good. I'm sorry.
Hell no. Godson was great. I'm like, y'all crazy. Like this is why we here to inform this stupid generation of what classics is, because they don't know.
Right.
Put some respect on my culture. Fuck out of here. Queen Latifah, a legend. Who was your favorite Italian mobster? I mean, we talking movies or what?
That's what I'm trying to figure out though.
What we talking about, Sam? Freddie could get one next year. If he drop album this year and it's dope, he could get nominated next year. Nas have to get is this one.
Exactly. Let the nigga have one shine and shit.
Exactly.
Y'all,
Hector, what up?
y'all gonna say all this shit with Eminem with all them Grammys and stuff.
Exactly. And
Y'all
Eminem got trash. Eminem got trash in his discography. I love M, but we gotta be real with these artists and not dick ride them. He got some shit.
Hell, even some of the earlier hip hop Grammys and stuff like that. They didn't. When it comes to some of the nominations, they didn't really get it right all the time. I'm gonna be
They're
real.
still not getting it right.
Like I love Poverty's Parents from Value by Nature, but to me Against the World should have gotten that Grammy.
Oh yeah. That's Poverty is Naughty's best album, but I don't think it's better than Me Against the World.
Yeah, I mean it's a good album, but top Grammy album from '96. I was like, there's been
Yeah.
some other good ones.
Mhm.
I'm not mad, but No Way Out over Wu-Tang Forever. And I think
That's a
Super Duper
travesty.
Fly. I think Super Duper Fly, like I mentioned, was nominated, but
A travesty again.
I'm gonna have to go with Al Capone, Sam.
John Gotti. I don't have no favorite Italian mobster. You know,
Heck,
I love Italian food. That's as far as it goes.
Heck, Macklemore over Kendrick Lamar. To this day, I'm still not over that.
That was a mistake. And I have that Macklemore album, and I'm gonna tell you, it's not better than Good Kid, Mad City.
It's not. Even Macklemore himself, he said
They
Kendrick
they
should deserve
they
that.
over that whole Grammy that year. They just put Macklemore and Ryan Lewis out in the forefront to do just whatever. All the performances and the nominations. It was their night. But that album not better than Kendrick album.
It's not.
I
And
don't care. I don't care what Macklemore fans can come at me. I could care less. Like it's not better than Good Kid, Mad City.
I'm not trying to be funny, but did he ever drop anything else after that? Because I'm not even the biggest.
He dropped. Well, they broke up after that, but he dropped a solo album called Gemini, and that, I remember hearing that it wasn't great,
Hmm.
you know. But and then he said drug problems or some shit, or I don't know,
Yeah,
something,
I heard about that part.
suicide problems or something, you
Shoot.
know. Macklemore is dope, but your album wasn't better than Kendrick that year,
It was. But I respect Malcolm more for even acknowledging that, to be real with you.
right?
Because
Probably the only.
not that many MCs, they will be all like, oh, well, my shit's the best shit ever. Like, yada, yada.
Right.
They'll get so fucking cocky, they think they'll win a Grammy again. See what?
Did you see when Billie Eilish won her award and she was like Megan deserved it? I'm like, well, why not just give it to her? Because you didn't deserve it. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, I heard Billie Eilish album. That's another one that I felt like was overrated and she beat Lizzo. Lizzo album was better.
To be honest, man, Billie Eilish, she's like the prawn of the it girl when it comes to like the critical stuff like that. Like people want to make it out to be like the Elton John
She's
generation.
not that.
She's not. They want to make it out to be like she's the Sheryl Crow or the Liz Fair.
Right.
Like no.
I don't even see her as that. I think she's another white girl that sings about pill popping and depression, and she'll fade away in a couple years.
Shoot. But I want to be real. I'm gonna be real with you and shit like that. Because if she has the right people, if she has like the right people in the fucking team and shit, that like look at that.
Well, her brother Furnius is a producer. Like he's gonna go out on his own eventually and just produce everybody.
That's true. Billie Eilish.
No.
And don't she got like a documentary on Hulu too?
She do?
Yeah.
I haven't seen it. Like I said, like I was curious to hear the album. I'm like, I know this album is not better than Lizzo's album, and I heard it. I'm like, no, this album was overrated last year. This is what the Grammys do. They throw out that one artist and highlight them, and
It was so funny when Megan won that Grammy and she tried to act all surprised and shit.
I was surprised too. I'm like, what? Megan won? Wow.
And Candace Owens and Cardi B beefing and shit.
Oh boy, Cardi just need to shut up. Boy, what's she beefing about now?
Because Candace Owens, she works for Fox. She said how the WAP video was like a bad example for females and shit.
But I've been saying that, so I agree with Candace. I've been saying that it's bad for little girls. If you're a parent and you letting your 8-year-old girl listen to WAP, something wrong with you as a parent. You think Queen, like think about how much controversy Queen Latifah would have gotten back in '89 if she had came out with a song like that. You know what I'm saying? That would have ruined her career.
Shit. But people want to trash on Candace Owens, which I'm not a big fan of Candace Owens myself. And the people trash on her because she's a house nigga and shit.
You know what I'm saying? It's like how much grief did Salt and Pepper get when they came out with Let's Talk About Sex? They got a lot of grief for that.
None of your business.
Yeah. Kim and Foxy, like how much grief they got when they came out with stuff. So
Got none of your business, trash. Boy.
Yeah. Oh boy. Yeah, we doing that on was it Sunday? We doing that on Monday.
Which one?
The Morris Day joint.
The what? Oh, you mean unsung?
Yeah.
Well, I get off at 10:00, and I know it's going to be recorded. So once I watch it and take my notes, so we can probably do it that Sunday night, Monday morning.
And when is the Dre battle?
Monday.
Oh, Monday. Okay.
Yeah, because the unsung that's going to be pre-recorded.
Okay.
We're gonna go on about 4 more minutes and shit.
I'm not a fan of either. I'm just saying like I've been saying that about the music now. Like the parents need to take control of what their kids are listening to because it's total trash.
Stacey Dash wants to date black men again.
Oh boy, is that what you said?
Yeah, she said she's like, I want to date black men.
Wow. I guess that's a step up from to her. That's an upgrade to her.
If it was like 15 years ago, definitely now, hell no.
Stacey Dash, she was fine as hell. She's still fine. I ain't seen her in years though.
I mean, she aight. She, eh.
Disposable rap. Jay-Z said that like how many years ago? Like 15 years ago he was calling it that. Disposable rap. That's what we have still. You know?
Damn.
Except for like the underground shit. I've always been an underground head. So there will always be underground over mainstream for me. With the exception of a few artists in mainstream. But you look at the mainstream now, like who's on top? Post Malone and the baby and these no talent niggas. I don't listen to these cats, man. Like you will never hear me. That's why I don't respect this generation because they don't have the same type of talent that we did back in the golden era. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, why would I discuss the baby for what? You know what I'm saying? Or you know Megan and them cats. Like yeah, I like Megan performance at the Grammys. I'm not rushing out to buy her album though. It's too late. It's too late for that when Stacey done with Trump. Yeah. Favorite Ultra Mag song.
Mm, I'm gonna have to go with, oh, that's hard. Funky, the OG version.
Everybody used to sound different. Everybody sound the same now.
For real, like
It's the same ad libbing, you know what they think is rapping or whatever the hell they call it. It's not rapping.
Lil Gray.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. I'm like I can't listen to it. It's noise and it's not giving out positive messages to this ratchet ass generation that we have now. You know, so that's why they feel like they can say whatever they want to people with more knowledge than them and feel like they know everything and they were just born yesterday.
And didn't you say that Bay's new album had like a trap sound to it too?
Who's that?
Benny the Butcher, the Plugs I Met too.
That's what he said. I saw that in the interview that it has a trap sound or some shit like that.
Oh god. So Grisel's a different trap.
But once I hear that, I'm like, I don't know. I don't even know if I'm gonna listen to that joint.
I'm gonna give it a shot just because I'm a Benny fan.
Right?
But I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm an honest fan.
Yeah, you gotta be. You know what I'm saying? We wouldn't be ourselves if we was lying to these damn artists like, oh, everything that they come out with is a classic. No, I love Eminem, but he ain't got not every album's a classic.
Right. Yeah, I'm ready to start whenever you are, bro.
Yeah.
What's up, you two? How's everyone doing this lovely Thursday night, one day before the weekend? TGIT. You know how we do. It's your boy Reg in the building. Got my homeboy Trial with me.
What up?
Album we want to do tonight is Ultramagnetic MCs with the Four Horsemen. This came out in 1993 on Wild Pitch Records. Their only album on Wild Pitch Records, to be real. It only came out with two singles, if I'm not mistaken, which was Raise It Up and Two Brothers with Checks, San Francisco Harvey. Producers include Ultramagnetic MCs and Godfather Don. Godfather Don, he was the only guest appearance on this album too. So yeah, man, I cannot even wait to talk about this album, man. This album is probably my favorite Ultramagnetic album, period. I mean, I like how with each album it definitely you can see like the state of hip hop at the time. You know what I'm saying? Because with the first album, it was just pretty much relying heavily on James Brown samples or whatever. The second album, Funk Your Head Up, was pretty much like the beginning of that whole like boom bap sound. And then with
Right.
the third album, it's like the jazzy sound, with Godfather Don on board and stuff too. So after the release of the Four Horsemen, I mean it's not Funk Your Head Up, you know, they left Mercury Records because they were disappointed. They didn't like how Mercury was handling them. And so they signed to Wild Pitch Records, which Wild Pitch Records, that was known for people like Main Source was there. Who else? Chill Robert G, Gangstar, Super Lover C, Casanova Rudd. Excuse me. It's pretty much like one of the most notorious underground hip hop labels at that time. You know what I'm saying? So Ultramagnetic, they had like a one album deal, but also this was actually supposed to have been Cool Keith was actually supposed to have been working on a solo album at that time too.
Right.
I think it was originally supposed to have been called like the Cinebullets LP, where he was going to go by the Rhythm X Alliance, and this was supposed to be like introducing him, his protege or their protege, the Godfather Don.
Right.
Now, for all my underground,
Underrated.
yes,
Underrated.
one of the best rapper producers of all time.
Yep.
I mean, we have to talk about Diabolic album in '98,
Yes.
but he came out with some others. He came out with his first album in '91 called Hazardous, which I have not heard Hazardous, never heard Hazardous before, but I am aware of that. You know, he was influenced by like Chuck D. When it came to like the voice and stuff like that. So
Right.
yeah, that's very interesting. Also, when it came to this album, they wanted to pretty much go back to the basics. As they would call it, bring it down to earth. You know, and so when it came to this album, too, they just had like a more in your face kind of ordeal with it. It pretty much is going back to that critical beatdown with a '93 twist, if that
Right.
makes sense.
Hmm.
So yeah, man. And this album has like a theme where it's like a lot of baseball references on this album.
Yeah.
A lot of baseball reference, which I liked how like each album definitely had like a weird theme towards it and
Hmm.
stuff like that.
Baseball is my thing.
hmm And then with this also album too, Cool Keith, yeah, he's still doing his thing, but said G, his voice got like mad deeper. And I read a lot of comments about how people say they don't like Said G on this album
Hmm.
because of his voice.
Yeah. His voices sound different on this album.
I'm
Why is that?
I don't care. Well, to me, this is personally what I think. I personally think that with the harder production, he wanted to really, I think, stand out more because, and it's this my opinion. You just want to stand out more because I know a lot of people want to consider this album like an answer to like a whole gangster rap, which I do not think that because Ultramagnetic MCs is pretty much in their own lane.
Hmm.
But I guess he just wanted to like sound more mature. I guess though, but I never really understood why he did that shit. You know what I'm saying?
He sounded like he was smoking more blunts during this time or something.
Yeah, man. My Ricky sounded so laid back. Like, but personally, I like it. I feel like this is his best performance on any Ultramagnetic album. Yeah, I said it because,
Okay.
and I'm gonna be real with you. Like some of the shit he was saying on his album and stuff like that. Yeah, he's not the best. He's not Cool Keith. But at the end of the day, he definitely held his own when it came to this shit. So yeah, man. This is the album cover right here. Just has all of them fucking just chilling and stuff like that. Me mugging the camera. But to me, this is the shit I like.
Hmm.
The back of like a Kookie's head, aka Rhythm X, and
Hmm.
stuff like that. Yeah, man. It kind of reminds me of the LL Cool J album, Mr. Smith, with him and Vice a little bit. I don't know
Right.
why.
The black and white.
Yeah, I don't know why. Yeah. Back when rappers had like fucking album covers, album
Right.
covers and shit.
Not just the slip shit you just put
Right.
on.
The photo, the
When was that?
Photoshop shit.
Anton said he has a robot voice on this album.
Yeah, Ronnie. Like he does have five rap voices. Like, but yeah, man. And surprisingly, this is the shortest album from them because the other albums are like up to like 18, 20 songs. This
Hmm.
album just had like 14 tracks. So,
Right.
and it kind of bothered me too. 'Cause I was like, damn, this album is. Cause this is the first Ultra album I've actually heard too.
Right.
The first
Cruz, what
Ultra.
up?
What's up, Cruz?
I like Funk Your Head Up, and Critical Beatdown. I
That's
like
crazy.
those.
Yeah, man. Cause not a lot of people like Funk Your Head Up too.
Mm.
That's crazy. But yeah, man. This album has 14 tracks, like I mentioned. Track number one, you're gonna get to "We Are the Horsemen." Love this track, man. Nice way to begin the album and stuff like that. Just pretty much more jazzier. The way I see it, they're just more jazzy and stuff like that. They refer to themselves as the male version of the Robinson family. I mean, it's you know how this goes. Weird offbeat references,
Hmm.
spacey lyrics. Vintage ultra and shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely a dope song. I like the beat and the horns on this. Said G saying, "Return to the galaxy. The universe bothers me. From the Wild Wild West, I have a spaceship mentality. Fire, fire joint. A great track to start off the album.
Yes, very great track. Now, the next four tracks, they could easily, any of them could have been my favorite tracks off this album. And I don't think I've ever said that about any album I've reviewed, but checking my style, Return to Zero. Ah, damn.
Okay.
Man, this song right here again, Cool Keith at his finest. Just what I got from this is like braggadocio, but it's talking about how they stay into their own lane and whatnot. Um, I don't know what he was mentioning when he comes. This is Sunday morning in church with the brother, the Godfather.
Mm.
This ain't no Flintstone and no bedrock type stuff. Like, like I loved how his voice was all high pitched and stuff like that. The beat by Godfather Don was so
Mm.
jazzy. But to me, my favorite part was the outro when he's like, "I don't need Bootsy Collins. You don't need no Rogers Troutman, Zap." Pretty much all the cats people were sampling at that
Yeah.
time. Anthrax, Led Zeppelin, and
Hmm.
I just need what I need. Just ended off like that. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
very classic song, one of my all-time favorite Ultra songs ever.
Yeah, I thought it's a dope song. I like the beat and it's real jazzy. Godfather Dawn, underrated underground artist from back in the day. I thought it was a solid track.
Yeah, very solid track. Now probably the weirdest track off this album, and that's saying something for Ultra. Two
Hmm.
brothers with checks, San Francisco Harvey. Every time I think of this, I'm just that fucking video, man. The video is classic. So I don't know exactly what they mean by two brothers with checks, and I don't know exactly what they mean.
Hmm.
But to me, this is definitely one of the all-time greatest songs off the album. Again, believe it or not, Said G's verse on this album is my favorite. Um, and he had a lot of quotables and shit like that. What was that one line he said, "Now chilling with Zinc as they kick with the sodium. Pele come down just to sign some autographs. He laughed and he left. Went to El Segundo, but Jesus some bacon. My Philadelphia steakum. Got a hole in my pants. I said, Assalamu alaikum. Got a new jacket. I'm breaking out to the training camp. I danced and danced and danced and danced and danced and danced and danced. And then I sat on the toilet."
Reg is putting on a show tonight.
Yes, like when he flipped the fucking Bee Gees, the
Yeah.
Bee Gees sample and the video where he's doing the fucking.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, I don't care what no one said. He killed that track. You know what I'm saying? Then that video again is crazy. They're riding some weird go karts. I mean,
Hmm.
only Ultra, man. Only.
The title sounds like something LL would have did. Like when he had pink cookies in a plastic bag.
True, true.
That sound like one of those like weird titles, like to get your attention. I thought it was dope. I thought it was a dope song. I like the horn samples on it. Cool Keith saying regional Atlanta, Alabama Savannah. I kick a rhyme like a ball to Indiana. Fire lines from Keith, and yeah, it was dope.
Like Super Cat. Dun 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 dun.
Right.
Yes, man. I'm gonna be quoting like every song off this album. I'm
Hmm.
quoting every song. Um, now you're gonna raise it up. Again, Cool Key got another hip hop quotable for that first verse and shit. Um, yeah, man. I again another classic song. Again, this is like a very hard to edge song when it came to them. I mean, this is the line when Cool Key said, "Flowing like I used to be on Critical Beatdown alone."
Mm.
Just shows the evolution he came because his whole style at this point was more faster paced and stuff like that. Whereas with Critical Beatdown, it was still like fast paced there, but it was like more off beat, off tempo and shit. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like,
Right.
and with this song, he says some shit like, "They never understood people were so slow. My fucking type of rhyme and my style is psycho. Complex Rex. My style goes XX. I move around off beat, creating more styles. Um, than my all-time favorite strat line. I go atomic, hypo, galactical, word to mom. I'm in my own world. Galaxy rays, powerful. Oh man. And then said G, yes, he did do his thing too. But when Godfather Don came out, like looking down the barrel of a gun, there's no fun. So what's about like I was just so losing my fucking mind. I was like, why did it take me so long to listen to Ultra after all these damn years? Man, this song is a classic, hip hop classic. Man, I'm telling you.
Yeah. Yeah. This was a what was it when you said this was 93?
93, yeah.
I remember seeing the video for this joint, and it was like real smooth bass line. I like the beats and the hi hats, the horns on it. Cool Keith saying I drop styles on ears, the public bite them. Not many went to school, so the dummies wouldn't bite them. Definitely a dope song, and yeah, it was definitely a different sound on this single for them.
Yeah, man. Very different and shit,
Candlelight, what up?
What's up, Candlelight? Yeah, man, because I don't know what it was, man. But it was just like 93 alone. Everybody was just on some really rugged, hardcore kind of shit. You know what I'm saying?
It
But
was that yeah, I think it had something to do with Dre and Snoop. Like
mm,
once the Chronic and Doggy Style blew up, it was like the East Coast had the harder edge.
right,
Black Moon when they came out and Onyx and them.
exactly. But yeah, man. Now the saga of Danny the Devil and Day. In my opinion, my favorite track off this album. It's a very different song when it comes to Ultramagnetic because it's more like a conscious song. This pretty much this is a song you would expect from Public Enemy, Brand Nubian maybe, because
Right.
they were talking about black baseball, like the Negro League, like people like Cool Papa Bell,
Yeah.
Satchel Paige, the Thunder Twins,
Yeah.
and just the experience of going to a baseball game. I love the beat by Godfather Dunn. That and the remix of Fire and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Um, I love how Cool Keith and Seji were just going back and forth, and the intro how Mo Love is like it's the top of the ninth, Josh Gibson's in the plate, and then the whole baseball sound effects in the
Yeah.
background. And then Cool Keith and Seji they definitely did their thing.
Right.
Seji, he was just dropping more factual stuff about how blacks were treated, and then Cool Keith just doing his thing when he said they took the long great line that was so fine, super strong to play 3 games a day. Hey, then the Twins are up and going to win again. Like, man, his flow on this album, I mean, so fucking butter, man. Like, classic track in my opinion. Very dope.
Yeah, that was dope. I like it. I thought it was a dope song. I like the beat. Nice horn samples. Definitely a bang on here.
Yeah, man, very, very dope track and shit like that. Because like I said, you it's never heard Ultra do some like conscious shit. 'Cause, they're always on the sex rhyme, and mind you, with the plucking car, they were the ones going after native tongues and shit.
Right.
But it is what it is.
How can you go after Tribe, yo? What's wrong with them? It's blasphemy.
I mean, they were both going after Rakim on Critical Beatdown and shit. So,
Crazy.
but one thing I realized when I was doing some research that Rakim responded to Cool Keith and said, "G on no competition can follow the leader and shit."
Mm. And
Yeah,
that was it.
yeah, man. Like, cause back when Rapper was doing subliminal shits and shit, which
Right.
I never knew about. Sam said Babe Ruth was a racist. Oh wow.
Yes.
I'm not surprised. You know his name is Babe Ruth. I mean, he has a racist name. I don't know too much about Babe Ruth, but please educate me, Sam. Please.
He was a pitcher and like one of the best hitters all time as a like a that can do both. That's rare to do in baseball nowadays.
Right.
I think probably the best pitcher that can hit is what's his name? The Otani guy from the Angels. He's like a switch hitter. He can hit for power and he can pitch for strikeouts. But he can't stay healthy. I think it's been like 2 seasons. He's been in the league like he hasn't been fully healthy.
Oh wow.
You know. Yeah.
Yeah. So you said your thoughts on.
Yeah.
All right. Cool. Speaking of said G, we're gonna get to Delta Force 2. I'm gonna be real with you. This is probably my least favorite song off this album. I'm gonna be real,
Mhm.
and that mostly has something to do with the beat because, I've always felt like this because, like I said, this was the first album I've heard from them, and I didn't hear the first Delta Force until like months after. And like I said, the first one's always about this. The second one is just the beat. It just felt a little empty and stuff like that. I don't know if it was just me, but said he did his thing on that song too. I'm not gonna lie.
Mhm. Definitely. Yeah. It was another dope track. I like the horns in it. You know. No, definitely a solid track.
Yeah, very solid. Then we're going to get to the Adventures of Herman's Lust, Mo Love 3, which
Right.
again, traditional DJ track, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Pretty solid, nothing to it.
Yeah. It was what you call it? Like yeah. Like we they had like another was it on Funk Your Head? Or
Yeah,
was it Crickle? Yeah, there was another track like this where there was like the beat was dope and there was like a lot of scratching going on.
yeah.
You
I
know.
mean, like Funk Your Head, they had it there. Critical Beatdown, I know that for sure too.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Um, these days we don't even have DJs, man. Like,
Exactly. We got Khalid, the great Khalid. Some DJ he is.
like niggas don't even use turntables or vinyl
Right.
or and shit.
Like the people forgot about like this the scratch pickles and
Right,
the executioners, DJ Qbert. Those were real DJs.
and
Not Khalid.
right, I'm just saying with everyone being on vinyl sticks now, you would
Hmm.
think that DJing would come back.
Exactly.
People would do something like that, but
Exactly. Don't buy vinyl and you don't know the DJs that's out.
right.
Makes no sense to be a bunch of poses on Instagram.
Like I got a little turntable I use my laptop with, but
Right.
at the same time, one day I'm gonna upgrade my fucking shit. I'm gonna do the whole
No,
turntable.
but you official. I'm talking about these kids that buy vinyl and they don't know none of these damn DJs.
True, true.
Who's the scratch pickles? Yeah.
What's Skull Snaps?
Yeah. You know what I mean?
Oh shit, man! I cracked my. Yeah. So that was the Adventures of Herman's Lust. And then we'll get to see the man on the street. Um, yeah, this one again. This was another dope track. Cool Keith kind of like imagined himself as a superhero on this track right here. You know what I'm saying? Again, the originator of the alter egos, him and Shock G. Because we gotta give Shock G his love for the alter egos too.
Right, right.
So they were pretty authentic with that shit too. So yeah, pretty solid.
I used to hate that. I remember that story was in the Daily News. I think when Sons of the P came out.
Yeah.
Cause like when they did the no nose job video and that's when every like he did the reveal at the end of the video and
Mm,
people were saying like, oh, Humpty Hump is not real. It was his brother that was doing it, or it was Shock that was doing it sometimes. And I was like, nah, I don't believe that shit.
yeah, I was confused by that too. Like
Yeah,
looking back, I was.
I was like, I felt like I was lied to. Like when your parents tell you there's no Santa Claus,
Hmm.
you feel like you've been betrayed. I felt like I was betrayed by Digital Underground.
Oh no.
I'm like, where is show me Humpty Hump? Where is he at? You know.
Yeah, I know UMT repped that one episode where they were looking for his ass and shit.
Right, right. But yeah, definitely a dope track. One of my favorites on here. I like the beat and the bass line. Cool Keith saying, rappers know me, I'm bugged. I'll chop your ass right. Take the body and bag it, then I'm out of sight. Fire joint. Love the horn arrangements on here as well.
Yeah, very, very. So where we at right now? Bring it down to earth. Perfect song to really characterize this whole fucking album. Self-explanatory. Very, 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 very dope track. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Um, and as much as the song title is called "Bring It Down to Earth," it's still dropping some very complex shit. You
Mm-hmm.
know what I'm saying? Like
Right.
Cool Keys saying some shit like, "I got the skills to rap, so what you want, Spock? Still like Captain Kirk, Gammy ran my one block. Particle leading out, rocked away in the core, damaging animals, a lady with menopause. Like, come on, man, this nigga
Yeah.
legend.
Crazy. Yep. Definitely a dope track. I like this the scratching on there. You got Keith saying my kick styles like data computer reading miles away to beams Star Trek. Moving my style up Optimus level 4. I get at warp speed using my space tour. Fire. Love
Yeah,
that track.
definitely a fire joint and shit like that. Um, then we're gonna get to "Don't Be Scared." If you guys recognize that little intro sample, that was like the first intro when the Raise It Up video where Cool Keys is rocking the little pink cape and shit like that, being the
Mm-hmm.
damn fool. Da, 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 da. That beat though, cold ass beat. Da, 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 da. Like
Yeah.
where's the at? Against Said G and even TR Love, he spits the verse on this song too. With
Right.
Tim Dog, he actually does a verse too, which is not
Mm-hmm.
credited on this album, but he is a featured guest. So
Right.
yeah, man. Um, I'm gonna have to go with Said and Cookie as the usual contenders. I definitely gotta talk about Tim Dog because to me, Tim Dog, he's an acquired taste to me because
Right.
his voice is just like that weird ass flow. I gotta really get used to, but we'll talk about that.
Yeah. I definitely like this track. Really nice beat. I remember they used to play this on the radio like a lot. Um,
Yeah,
I don't think it wasn't a single, right?
I think it was like a B side. I
Oh,
want to
B
say.
side, yeah. And yeah, this was definitely a banger back in '93. One of my favorites on this album.
I agree. I see what you're saying. Next track, 1212, very dope as fuck. I love how Cool Keith was rapping, how he repeated the word twice at the end, like
Mm,
you know, dance and wiggle, little feet go tap tap, over and switch, change my pitch. Like it's cool, it's very interesting.
right.
Again, speaking of skull snaps, sample right there and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Cats don't know about that shit. You don't
Right.
know about that drum break and
Yeah.
shit. Yeah, very simple song. You know what I'm saying? Very cool.
Again, I love the beat on this. It's just like a '90s beat. I think Keith killed it. Definitely a solid track on here as well.
Oh yeah. Then we're gonna get to "Time to Catch a Body." Oh man, this was another dope track and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Just them on some hardcore shit, catching sucker MCs and stuff like that. Motherfuckers thinking that they can rap. This vintage ultra. You know what I'm saying?
Yes. Nice beat. Nice horn arrangements. The scratching. The bass line. Another solid cut. I didn't quote nothing on here, but like the last three for me were like really like some of the strongest on this album.
Really?
Yeah,
Because I was
especially 1212 is like one of my probably like my top three favorites on this album.
interested. Because while I do love the whole album, I
Hmm.
would say that the strongest shit came from the first half to
The
me.
first half, okay,
Yeah, but I'm
yeah,
not mad because
right,
I'm not mad about that. Then we're going to get to Yo Black. This was a controversial song, believe it or not, because the line where he says, "How can you put up a fox against an alligator?" Um, people thought that was talking about Freddie Fox, including Freddie Fox himself,
mm,
and so that's when Freddie Fox pretty much this Cool Keith on the song "Crazy Like a Fox," which
right,
was supposed to have been I think on his '94 album, which definitely need to talk about that.
right,
And so and Cool Keith he did an interview and stuff like that. He pretty much said that it wasn't a diss and stuff like that because he pretty much was thinking about animals and whatnot. And so he pretty much talked about how what's his name Freddie Fox was talking about how asking why you dissing me and stuff like that. But he just said it's just a way with words and stuff like that. And this kind of came from an issue of the source and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? I forgot what issue it was, but
Mm.
and there was also a weird story I've heard years ago about how, Kool Keith peed outside in front of Freddie Fox, but I don't know if that's true. I don't, because like I said, I feel like people sometimes just want to make. It's like a lot of these stories I hear about Kool Keith. I don't know if it's really true or not. I don't know. But other than that, Yo Black, pretty straightforward song. Hardcore track. Solid track. Very
Yeah,
interesting.
that definitely a dope beat. Keith saying you bad. What he said? He said you say you bad guy good, but soft as Oakwood, perpetrating raw when you coming from no hood. So I like you in that line. I think you could tell like he's taking shots at somebody, and yeah, definitely a funky track. I loved it.
Yeah, man. Like, oh yeah, man. Kool Keith, man. Top 50. and I and I respect Kumo D's opinion. I respect Kumo D's opinion when it came to why he didn't include him in the top 50 MCs. But I'm just like, nah, man. Kool
And
Keith.
I didn't even include him in the top 50 MCs. So you know,
Shit, man. Because I slept on Kool Keith because the only time I really appreciated him was during like the Dr. Octagon and
mm,
even the Black Elvis, but I never really paid attention a lot to Ultramagnetic MCs because I thought it was just too out there for me.
right.
But
I,
yeah,
I I think he's a better lyricist than Kumo D. And I think Kumo D probably he didn't include all the great lyricists that were better than him on his list.
shit, I don't know if I would really say Mo D's
You
better
know?
than Kool Keith.
Wasn't that in his book or something like that? Did he mention that in his book?
Yeah, yeah. Hold on, I got it right here.
Right. I remember when he was talking about that list. I'm like, well, most of those MCs are better than him. Where did he put LL Cool J at? I'm curious to know.
He put him number 7,
Number
but
seven.
he put himself 2 spots higher than LL.
Of course he did. Why wouldn't he? Of course he did.
Because a lot of MCs they were mad about that list from what I've read.
Again, I wouldn't even care. Somebody's opinion. Like if you feel like you number one, that's all that should matter.
This book,
Yes. Yes. That was like what year was that? Like
2003.
okay, yeah. Yeah, I remember when they were talking about that list. I'm like and people were like in the uproar. I'm like, why? It's Kumo D.
It's like one of the best books in my
Mm,
opinion, hip hop and shit like that. Because even though I don't agree with a lot of the placements, the
mm,
the shit he broke down with MC about battling
right.
commercial field, I agree with everything. Well, 80% of everything. Because I
Mm,
I plan on talk I plan on talking about this book one day.
right.
But if y'all know any good top rappers books, please let me know. Please let me.
Rakim has a book out. Is it good? I didn't read it though.
I need to buy that one because
Right.
I've been buying a lot of books, but I need to buy that one. 'Cause I
Mm.
recently bought Uncle Luke's book. I recently bought Pepper's book.
Pepper have a book. Wow.
Yeah, I had to read those for my thesis.
Right. Okay.
And the last track, Big Booty, which is like a sex track and stuff like that.
Mm,
I I wouldn't have ended the album on this track on some real shit, but it's like it's a solid. They were always known for this sex shit. You know what I'm saying?
right. I think this is more for Cool Keith than
Yeah,
than the rest of the group. But like this could have been on any one of his sex albums and stuff. You know.
I feel you on that. All right, and that is for Horseman. I'm like, oh, I could do some CDs sometimes. Shit. In my opinion, my favorite album from them. I know everyone want to say Critical Beatdown, but to me, I feel like they one of the few hip hop groups I can say they got better with each album.
Mm,
I have not heard the Best Kept Secret, which is that one we're going to do next week, and that's like the last album. I've heard a lot of people have mixed feelings about that, but we'll see. But I think one thing I liked about this album was, the lyricism, the production got more jazzy. The addition of Godfather Don, himself was like a huge fixture and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying?
Mm,
Um, again with Said G, I know a lot of people do not like Said G on this album, but at the same time, I felt like he definitely stole the show on some songs.
right,
The only song I really did not care for was Delta Force 2 and
right.
stuff, but overall, I'll probably give it like a 4.5. Actually, fuck, I'll give it a 5 mics. I'm giving it 5 mics and shit, because
Okay.
even though this first half, like everything up to Saga,
Mm,
is solid, is that's classic, is that's more better and stuff like that. It's still an all around good album and stuff. So yeah,
right. Yeah, definitely solid. I love the production. You know, like albums like these always take me back to like in the '90s when you hear like certain songs in the production and like when Raise It Up and Two Brothers with Checks, and see the man on the street, those were bangers and 1 2 1 2. So I think it's definitely a solid album from them.
yeah. And I know this album was reissued in 2008. It's not too expensive and stuff like that, so you can still be able to get a good copy.
Right.
Um, and I know as this album that they kind of broke up. Kind of said G, he was going through like a lot of personal issues around that time, and over the years he was dropping like hella Ultramagnetic compilations over the years and stuff like that, just for some money and stuff. So then we come back and we got back together into the best kept secret, which I think Antoine said it was okay, but we'll see. Because I know a lot of like legendary hip hop groups when they come back after a couple of years, they don't always come out
Right.
too good. So
Like Run DMC.
oh my god.
That was '93 also. Down with the King.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Crown Royal.
No, I saw Down with the King. I didn't like Down with the King,
I didn't like
except for
that.
like
I didn't like that old Crown Royal. So huh?
yeah, maybe like 2 or 3 songs on Down with the King. Everything, and it was heavily promoted, but I was like, nah, this album ain't good.
Hell, Back from Hell is growing on me. And it's not even their best album, but at the
Right.
same time, there's some joints where it was still that vintage Run DMC sound.
Yeah.
I'm just like y'all was like the head of your class, and then y'all doing.
Yeah.
It's like y'all was trying so hard to be honest and shit. It's like
It wasn't them.
I don't know how much influence J Master J had on that project. Like God rest his soul, but
See, I like the fact that they use different producers to reintroduce themselves again at that time. Like using Pete Rock was great in EPMD, but I just felt like some of the songs is like this is for Onyx album. Like y'all not Onyx,
I'm a murderer, man.
you know. Ronnie said, "Don't forget, No Dish came out with One Love album."
Oh Jesus Christ!
I didn't like that album. I like some certain songs, but they Puffy tried to market them like they were 112, and they're not 112.
You know, one day let's just talk about that album one day.
Yes. Let's do a trash review. I can't believe I'm saying this. A trash review from my own favorite group of all time.
But first, let's talk about Don't Be Crook. I want to talk about one.
Yes.
Let's talk about one good new edition out before we do.
Back from Hell had some joints. That was definitely and they were going through their stuff already when that album came out.
Yeah, because that was like around the darkest period around that time. If I'm
Yeah.
not mistaken, Bunny was accused of rape around that time.
Oh shit.
Yeah, DMC was going through drug and alcohol. I mean,
I remember that one.
Jim Master J got shot the first time he got shot.
Wow.
Many people don't know he got shot twice.
Yeah, I didn't know that. He got shot twice. The same time for the
Well,
album.
I think the first time he got shot at, I don't know. It wasn't any. I don't know how serious. I saw a news thing.
Mm. Wow. Crazy. I mean, it's a hard knock life.
Yeah, Teddy Pendergrass was in 2 car accidents and shit.
Yeah. A legend.
Coming Easter.
Anton said he loves Down with the King. Salute.
Yeah,
They promoted it like crazy. I remember seeing the billboards for that album in the city, and the Source magazine had them on the front cover that year for that album. I just was like I was disappointed in that album, because if they had let Pete Rock do the whole production or split it with like Eric Sermon, then I thought it would have been a much better album. There's some like that song they did where they like rhyming over the Mad Cobra Flex beat. I'm like, what the hell are you doing?
Oh my god.
What is that?
See,
Who in it, what rapper in their right mind looked at like heard that beat at that time and said, I'm gonna rap over this?
see, if it was KRS-One, he would have given it flavor.
Under control. Okay, just go in there.
Yeah, cause he's an underrated producer too. But I was like, no, like some of the joints on there, I was like, oh man.
And see,
And I have the album, but it don't mean because I have the album that I like it.
right, there's a lot of trash albums I have, and I don't want it. I just got it because he was either
I
cheap.
don't I don't I don't throw away albums no more. Like old like Triborough like 20 years ago they did that. If I had the album back then, I would have pitched that shit in the river. But you know, Triborough in 2021, if I have an album that I don't like, yes, I'm still keeping it.
Man, the only albums I really gave away was Bow Wow's The Price of Fame,
Oh, hard.
Pac's Life.
Right.
I destroyed a few albums. I was just like, why the fuck do I have this shit?
Yes. No, I keep the case, then I throw it away. I throw away the CD. Cause you can always use the case. I keep the case and I just fling the CD like a frisbee. You know, into the gutter you go.
Not into the good of you,
You
though.
bad Mace album, you
Double
yeah,
up, PSD.
trash. Bad, yeah, you bad China Doll album. In the trash can you go. You know,
This nigga has fucking double up TSD memories.
so, yes, it scarred me for life.
Like, you ever just heard a bad album and it just like start?
It scarred me. Yo, that's how I feel about Eminem now. Like Eminem, I wouldn't buy an Eminem album right now. Like that shit would scare me. You know what I'm saying? Without hearing anything on the album, I would be cringing to buy an Eminem album.
Well, I will maybe get Music to Be Murdered by because I actually did like that one.
Well, that's the last one I heard. I didn't, but this all this shit, Revival and Kamikaze. Oh God, terrible. You know.
Let a movie character Nino or Nino Brown, man. Nino
Oh
motherfucking
yeah, definitely.
Mr. Jump Rope. Hell, the Beastie Boys, like they were very consistent.
Yes, and nobody mentions them when we talk about discographies. I don't hear Beasties in that group. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Beasties discography is more consistent than Wu-Tang Clan after their first three. You
I
know?
hate to say it, but Beastie Boys' discography is more consistent than your favorite groups.
Yeah. I mean, who can like if we like most consistent rap groups like Outkast is in that conversation.
Yeah,
Beastie Boys. Um,
Digital Underground.
yes, this is Underground. I didn't hear what's the one they had after the Body Head Syndrome? There was another one.
Um, who got the gravy?
Yeah, I didn't hear that one. I didn't hear that one. Yeah, the Body Head Syndrome was the last one I heard from them. To me, Cypress Hill discography is solid, but they got underrated albums in their discography. Um,
Yeah, I'll give you
there's
that.
there's a couple. There's a not that many though. There's not that many. You know,
To be honest, NWA's discography is priceless. I'm gonna be real.
the three albums you talking about?
Yeah, straight out of Compton, 100
Right,
Miles, Niggas for Life. Then if you want to throw in No One Can Do It Better, Easy Does It. If you want to throw in
right.
Supposed to Be Fun, I mean,
Yeah,
Compton's Most Wanted.
Compton's Most Wanted.
Well, I haven't heard the last two at Represent and then the one in '06. But
Right,
those first three albums, oh my god.
right. Gangstar, yes, Gangstar. I
Oh,
forgot.
how can we forget?
Yes,
Dude.
Gangstar discog. I like about. Well, I don't like the first Gangstar. No One Mr. Nice Guy. I don't care for that one.
Oh,
But
I
that was
mean,
early Gangstar. That's early Gangstar.
okay, I'll give you that. I'll give you
The
that.
other ones, I appreciate more. You know, Mob Deep up until uh, well, America's Nightmare. I like some songs. I don't think it was a great album though. Blood Money I like. A lot of people don't like Blood Money. It was just too much G Unit influence on that album though. But I thought it was some bangs on there. Um, the one from 2014? I didn't like that one. The infamous joint.
Yeah, the infamous Mob Deep.
Yeah, that one. I didn't care for that one. But everything before then, uh, infamous and Hell on Earth, Murder Music, Infamy. Those are my favorites. All the mixtapes they dropped in the 2000s, the West Coast mixtape, the Free Agents mixtape, Horrorcore mixtape, all of them shits was fire.
See, Public Enemy, I've not heard everything they did. I admit that, but from what I've
Right.
heard, for the most part, it's pretty solid.
Their 90s stuff is the best. I don't like the 2000 albums they did.
So you didn't like the How to Sell Your Soul to Your Soul, so the How to Sell Your
Is
Soul.
that the last one that they came out with?
The last one they came up with in 2007. Yeah,
No, they dropped a new one like last year.
yeah, that was good. The most of my the
I heard I heard two of them in the 2000s, but I didn't like what I was hearing though.
yeah, that 2000 shit. I'm not really a big
Yeah.
fan of.
The last one I enjoyed from them was the He Got Game soundtrack. That was great.
It's been years since I've heard he got it.
Yes, that was a good soundtrack. But after the '90s is like with most artists, like just like LL, when they hit the 2000s, they lost it.
So what did you think of There's a Poison going on, the one from '99?
I heard that a long time ago. I remember when it came out though, but I didn't care for that. Like after He Got Game is when I really wasn't really checking for them no more.
Yeah, that was a weird album, the one from '99, because it was kind of weird
Yes,
and shit.
Sean Price discography. Yes, flawless discography.
Yes.
There's a couple. Ice Cube, Today Was a Good Day, or Check Yourself.
Good day.
Today was a good day. Megan Gomez Preston from Parenthood appeared on Moesha. She was cute.
Yeah, she was.
Did you see Goldsmith? Did he talk to the old man?
Dirt from Helter Skelter.
I've never heard of that album.
I heard that was a dope album. It was. I don't think it got enough promotion from Boot Camp from Duck Down.
Can't keep waiting for the old man.
To me, Black Moon's discography is very dope.
We already took chances. The old man told us not
I love the first two.
but it was important.
Total Eclipse? I don't think I heard that one. The last one that they came up with, I heard it, but I wasn't. It didn't give me no, enter the stage vibes when I heard it.
I mean, not everything got to get. I
But
hate.
do you want it to be good? I mean, like they've been away for so long. When they come back out, you want a solid album from them.
But see, Warzone was a good album too,
Yes, it
and
was.
yeah, and it's still on its own. Even Total Eclipse,
Yes.
I did like.
No, but no. I'm not saying Warzone had to be a like into the stage. I'm saying like being that they had been gone for so long and they came back. I wanted like a solid album like Warzone. You know what I'm saying? Like see when Buster came back to me, he gave us a solid album, but it don't have to be a classic album as long as it's solid to me. Because he took like 11 years to drop ELE 2. You know what I'm saying? Yes, Tribe discography is solid. I don't like Love Movement though, but other than that one, I like the rest of the album. All the other albums to me are great.
Yeah, Travis. I was a little worried about because Love Movement kind of grew on me over the years.
Uh,
But to me, it's the guest appearances that really make the album. I want to be honest with you,
Right.
because the first three albums is like the chemistry between Tip and Fife
Mm-hmm.
was something special.
Right.
When it came to Beats Rhymes, like it's like people realized how much that chemistry was special when it came to the album because it was like
Mm-hmm.
too much consequence.
And then consequence joined them and all that.
Jesus Christ. I mean, consequence, man.
He's not a bad MC. It's just that he I don't feel like he ever got that real promotion. Even under Kanye and being Q-Tip's cousin, you would think Q-Tip would put him more out there.
Hmm.
You know?
De La Soul has a very good discography.
Yes.
I like how Ken like mentioned that. That's what it said.
Some of the EPs I haven't heard though, like the Clear Lake Auditorium EP. I haven't heard that one. Most of the albums I've heard. I've heard Grind Date and the Anonymous Nobody, whatever it's called. You know, I love De La's first four. Like I have to get Thief with High and Rising on CD. I had that on cassette, but the other three I have De La Soul is Dead, Blue Mind State, Stakes is High, Classic. Those to me are like their best albums.
Yeah.
Organized No Confusion or Artifacts. See, I'm more of an Artifacts fan,
I'm more of organized confusion.
but all both groups are dope. But I'm more Artifacts. Like, Tame One. I was a big Tame One fan, and Elder Sensei, and that whole Buck Wild production, and I'm a real Artifacts fan. I love their stuff.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I never really
Mm.
came for artifacts with
You didn't
that.
care for them.
I mean,
Have you?
I like a few joints from the second album, mostly for the beats, but
Yeah. Yeah,
no.
the second album wasn't my. I like joints off of it, but my favorite was their first album. I think their first album was great. That real boom bap production from T Ray and Buck Wild, and you had Redman producing some joints on there. Classic album.
Mm. See, Hector, I have Do or Die's pictured this album, but I was never really raised on them like that. I'm gonna be honest. What about you? You like Do or Die?
The Twister group.
Yeah, the Chicago. Yeah,
I heard some joints. I never like heard a lot of their albums though. But they had like they were different coming out of Chi Town with Twister and
yeah. That twisty, fast shit. You know,
yes.
they beat with Bone too.
Sam said AOI is an underrated album.
I'm not mad about that.
That was definitely did we discuss that one?
Discography breakdown.
Yes, that was a dope album. I like the first one. The second one had some joints. Then they never released the third one yet. No, Rap is Delight by Def Squad. I didn't like that cover that they did.
Oh, that can be your favorite album.
Yes, I like the album. I don't like that song. I don't think they should have did that. That's a classic song. You can't ruin that song.
That,
Yeah.
that album should never happen that year. If that album that came out in 95, 90, hell, even 96,
Hmm.
the beats Eric should have had on Insomnia. Can you imagine if Redman and Keith were ripping some of them shits? Come on.
Right. Right.
Fuck it. Oh, damn. Man.
Sound of the Police or MCs Act Like They Don't Know. MCs Act Like They Don't Know.
Sound of the Police.
Definitely. I love that album though.
I love
Both of
playing.
those.
I love playing Sound of the Police, man. I love it.
Yes.
Woo, woo. The
Yes.
video's dope too and shit.
Yep. Some of his best stuff solo wise.
Oh yeah. Esham versus Gangsta Nip. Ooh, I'm gonna go. Ugh, that's tough. I'm gonna go with Esham.
Yeah, Esham for me. Esham, I heard more stuff from Esham than Gangsta Nip.
Same.
What's your favorite like top three songs from Between the Rock and the Hard Place, Antoine? He said he played the album today on cassette.
To me, like my favorite Esham album, that's it's the fucking Dead Flowers, believe it or not.
Yeah,
And I'm not even the biggest Esham fan like that.
man.
Now let me fill you in on the situation here, Horseman. Between Buffalo, New York, and Atlanta, Georgia.
Yep.
Because there's no authority.
I'm feeling so good right now. I'm gonna record a song tonight too. This is
Anybody
like,
watch the Justice League?
excuse me.
Anybody watch the Justice League? The Zack Snyder cut?
Oh no, I didn't see that shit.
No. That shit is 4 hours long, but it was good. I loved it.
4 hours more.
Yes, it's 4 hours.
Jesus Christ.
Yep. It's
Oh.
4 hours, yo.
Nigga, that's like
Like-
that's the Ten Commandments movie right there.
That shit was epic. Epic. That's already one of the best movies of the year for me. Like an epic. That's the way that the movie should have came out in theaters.
I can't wait for the Tina Turner movie, man.
Yeah. Yes, Wrong Side of the Tracks. Dynamite Soul. Definitely. What's the other shit I like on there? Flexi with the Tech.
It's already out.
Heavy Ammunition. What's already out?
Oh, I think the Tina Turner shit's already
It's
out.
already out?
Yeah. Hold up. See, that's the thing about streaming movies. Niggas don't announce movies no more. They just come out with that
Yeah,
shit.
they just come out with it.
Bro, this
Uh,
coronavirus done changed everything.
Sam said Pharoah Monch has an underrated discography.
I agree.
I haven't listened to all of his albums. Internal Affairs is definitely a classic. Definitely. Desire I heard like years ago. War I didn't listen to War or anything else that he has after that.
Oh shit. If this shit's out already, boy. Don't play with me.
Ultramagnetic MCs. Critical Beatdown or Funk Your Head Up.
Man, no fucking bullshit.
I'm going with Funk Your Head Up. I actually like that a little bit more than Critical Beatdown, but I like both of those albums.
I'm gonna go with Critical Beatdown.
He said I love the Kill Fetus album. Kill the
Man.
Fetus album.
It's not even out yet. Shit.
When is it coming out?
March 27th.
Oh.
It came out internationally, but it didn't come out here.
The Cal versus Liquid Swords. Liquid Swords, definitely.
Yeah, Liquid Swords.
That album is one of my favorite Wolf solo albums.
I dance and dance and dance and dance and dance and dance and dance till I step through the door.
Sam said he preferred the Cal over Liquid Swords.
I'm not even mad about that.
Okay.
See, Takal needs more love.
The Cal was dope. I was underwhelmed by that album though. But
Right.
looking back now, because his discography is so trash, it's like shit. His first two are like his best ones. You know what I'm saying? I didn't think like that back in what was that, 94 when that dropped? I didn't think like that. I was like, yo, what am I hearing right now?
I think to me, and this is my personal opinion, I felt with the strength of the single, like Bring the Pain
Right.
and You All I Need, people expect like more like a mainstream kind of album, but the album was like more dirty,
Right.
like Biscuits, with Blood Clot,
Yep.
even the original All I Need is ill as
Yep.
fuck. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So
It still bangs, yeah.
that to me is Method Man as Hungriest.
Yes.
Now Takal 2000, man,
Yes.
that's an album that needs more love.
Definitely. Mr. Sandman, one of my favorites on there.
Oh yeah,
Definitely.
Meth vs. Chef.
Yes, Meth vs. Chef. They played that a lot too.
That's my favorite track.
Yeah. Who you think won that? You think it was Ray or Meth?
Right.
Ray?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, speaking of Wu-Tang, I forgot that Ghostface and
Yes.
Ray.
This Saturday. Oh boy. What are y'all doing, Swizz and Tim?
You know what? I'm really gonna watch it just because I like Wu-Tang.
Mhm.
But I'm only gonna say this once. When I said that no one can battle D'Angelo,
Mm-hmm.
I was right. I was
Who
fucking right.
who's gonna? Well, it was supposed to be Maxwell. I thought Maxwell was gonna beat
Nope.
him.
It was just a concert. I told you.
Maxwell. I don't know what Maxwell was doing. He said he was busy, that he couldn't battle him.
What's up, Ash?
Ashley was good. You know, he said he couldn't battle him. I'm like, I was picking Maxwell to beat D'Angelo,
D'Angelo all day.
and it never happened.
The chosen one.
And it probably would have been D'Angelo Jacket beating Maxwell instead.
He's a chosen one. I'm
You
telling
know.
you. He's a chosen.
Well, okay. Well, so who you have in this one? If Ray and Ghost, who you got? I got Ghost because Ghost discography to me is better than Ray's on.
I got Ghost too.
And I think he's gonna be like Ray is, if he's gonna be playing everything off of Cuban Link. Ghost is on half of that album, so
But see,
I don't know how they're gonna do that.
this is what I can. This is what I think they're gonna pick some shit from Wu songs too.
Mhm.
Doing Ray, he's gonna pick some shit from Only Built for Cuban Links too. Some songs from Immobilarity.
You think he'll play?
Yeah.
You think he don't even like that album?
Oh yeah, he did say he don't like.
Yeah, he don't like it. Just like Redman don't like Days of Dark Side.
Oh yeah, Ghost got this, but and this is why I don't want this battle to happen and shit.
Right.
Fuck Timberland and fuck Swizz, man.
Yeah, he don't like that. I don't think he gonna play nothing from Immobilarity. I would, because I like the album, but I don't think he gonna. He don't acknowledge that album.
Hell, even I don't even like that. Like, I mean, it's okay, but to me, it was after the classic Only Built. I was
See, I only saw Ray once in concert, and I was 96, so I haven't seen him since then. So I mean, at a Ray concert, I don't know if he's played anything from Immobilarity since then.
well,
Maybe if anybody's seen Ray, they can tell me.
well, I saw Ray. I think about 3 years ago.
He didn't play nothing.
Nah, he didn't.
Right. So he's probably not gonna acknowledge that album. And Ghost not on that album, but that would be like, I would think that album and Shaolin versus Wu Tang, he could play. Well, definitely Shaolin versus Wu Tang. That's a great album, but those are like the. I mean, Ghost ain't on those albums, so you know. I just think it's an unfair matchup. I'm like, Ghost have the better discography for all these years.
Now, if y'all would have done Ghost and Meth,
Hmm.
I can kind of see that.
Ghost still would have won to me. Meth battling Ghost with 2 good albums.
I mean, yeah, with 2 good albums, but at the same time, too, he got guest appearances,
Mm.
shit like that. He got
How many albums Ray? How many good albums Ray got?
Only Built Part 2, and Shaolin versus Wu Tang for me.
Right. Okay.
I didn't care for Lex Diamond story like that.
Yeah, I heard that like once, but I wouldn't. It wasn't memorable. And the what's that other shit he did? It was one of the recent ones.
The Fella joint with the gold.
Feel like I didn't like that. And
Yeah,
the other one, the one after that, there's another one that he did. I ain't care for. It's like a drawing. It's like he's in New York City, and
Yeah,
I ain't care for that one.
I didn't even remember that one. I gotta listen.
He might have to use some of his mixtape shit for that. You know, the Lost Jewels and State of Grace mixtape and shit like that. I mean, I just feel like if you play Cuban, everything on Cuban Link, Ghost is on except for Wisdom Body. So it's like, and Incarcerated Scarfaces, everything else he's on. I'm like, what is he gonna, you know? If he play his verse from Criminology, Ghost could play his verse from Criminology. Then what? Is it tied up? I feel like it might be like some tied rounds if they play they verse on the same song. If he play Rainy Days, his verse from Rainy Days, and Ghost play his verse from Rainy Days, then what? Who wins that? Who had the better verse on that song? You know? That's why I'm like, what the hell is Tim and Swizz doing? Like, y'all don't really know what the hell you. Ghost and Redman would have been better, or Ghostface and Buster.
Niggas just.
You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I don't understand that, man. And then with the Wu stuff, what Wu Tang stuff were they playing with? What is he gonna play like his verse from Cream, and then Ghost plays his verse from Impossible or some shit?
Oh, yeah.
How they doing that? Like, I don't understand that. That's why I just felt like a member versus member was stupid. Like, they shouldn't be going against each other. It should be the clan against somebody else. Like, boot camp, I would have loved to see that against them, or Mob Deep. You know, Antoine said that's a hard pick, Ronnie. Ghost and Red lyrics are on point. Yeah. Again, I still would go with Ghost as far as this, the sort of discography. As far as lyrics, that's still hard because Redman is a great lyricist. You know, Redman and Buster would have been. I've been saying that would have been a great battle. Like like trying to find a battle for Buster. I'm like, there's so many people Buster could be battling right now. It shouldn't be that hard. Yes, Impossible was great.
I'm gonna stay on for 10 more minutes.
Redman definitely has some dope punchlines, man.
I'm gonna try to send my list tonight too.
Yes, I gotta finish my list. I
This,
gotta finish my list.
I had to redo my list like 3 times.
Oh wow.
You want to start breaking every bottle. That's a big job. You have any remote idea when you brought to this village? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What up, Danny?
the first square meal.
Yes, I didn't care for that. I don't understand that at all. You think all the Wu members will be there, or just some of them?
Some of them.
Some of them.
I already know you got in the fight.
Ti, yeah, yeah, that's another thing. Ti wants to battle, but he backed down from like two battles already. 50 Cent one and the one with was it Jeezy?
Yeah.
Why did he get back out of those battles if he wanted to battle somebody? He has the discography for it. I was picking Ti over 50, so I'm like, I don't understand that.
Didn't he want to battle Jay-Z?
He did?
I think so. I don't know.
Nah, he ain't beating Jay now. 50 is one thing. You ain't beating Jay. Yeah, that's ludicrous now. You saying Busta and Ti? I don't know. I don't think that matches though. Eric Sherman or Rakim? Rakim is definitely better lyricist. Ti is overrated. I wanted Ti versus Rick Ross, and they didn't give me that. I thought that would have been a great battle.
Better lyricist Eric Silver or Rakim. Oh, Rakim.
You think Eric Sherman is a great lyricist, Ronnie?
I think he.
Ludacris over Ti? I like Luda. I think Luda's a better lyricist. I like Ti's discography more than Luda though, cause Luda got some trashy shit I don't care for.
To me, I think the discographies are equally the same.
Are they equal?
Yeah, but they had the same amount of classics too, in my opinion.
You think so?
Like Luda has Back for the First Time, Word of Mouth, Chicken and Beer. That's like 3 classics.
And what about your personal favorite, Theater of the Mind or whatever?
I'm talking about universal classics at this point. I'm talking about universal classics.
Mm-hmm.
T.I., yeah, trap music, King, urban legend, according to some people, and maybe Paper Trail. So that's
According to some people.
I mean, I know some people like that. I like that album. They would call it a classic. Some other people would call it a solid album and shit.
That was fire. I love Urban Legend.
Yeah, urban legend's dope though.
Yes.
Like I said, they both have like equal amount of classics and shit. Hell, Ti versus Tip. That's a personal classic to me. But I know a lot of
Yes,
people don't like
definitely.
that album.
That was solid.
Yeah.
Raskess versus Chino XL. Better lyricist?
Ras.
I got Ras. I think he got. Well, I heard more albums from Ras than Chino XL.
Chino only has one good album.
One good album.
I'm sorry, I hate to say it. He's a good lyricist.
Right.
But the thing with Chino XL, when he comes to lyrics, sometimes it's like he'll just rap just to rap sometimes and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Mm,
Like, he's one of those MCs that you definitely use big words to use big words. Like it's a word. I hate when MCs can be too wordy on the mic. You know what I'm saying? Like yeah, you know all the words. Okay, damn, okay.
right. You just rhyming to rhyme.
Yeah, I only wish the Creep remix, the video version, that was on the album because it fit the
Yeah,
album
that
more.
was dope, right?
I didn't care for the album version like that.
Mm.
Hector said getting it or Players Club. I'm gonna go with getting it.
Chino Excel has better punchlines than Roscos.
That I agree with.
Wow.
Ronnie said Love's Holiday or After the Love is Gone. Oh, Ronnie, After the Love is Gone. That's my
After
favorite
the
Earth,
love
Wind,
is
and Fire
gone,
song.
yes.
So,
Yes.
but a lot of fans don't like that song.
You don't
Believe it.
like that?
They say it was too sappy. I need to get my hands on Soul on the Ice, but I'm gonna wait a while before.
Yes, same. I have no Rascals albums.
Yeah, I feel like he needs his Papa Dio on this show.
Definitely, definitely. This shit is like most of this shit is out of print.
Very expensive, yeah.
Yep.
The Soul on the Ice Diamond D remix, man. Oh my god.
One of Diamond's best remixes ever.
Nigga.
Love that.
What else? Drama.
Mm-hmm.
Miami. Oh, Miami, like Jesus
Yes.
Christ.
Miami Life.
I
Tribe
just
vs.
get
De La.
chills thinking about that album. It's so damn good.
Tribe vs. De La. That's another thing. That would be like another battle with fellow members. I don't want to see Tribe and De La against each other. They part of the native tongue clay. That's like this, like they family.
But see, that's the thing. 'Cause it's more like a super group with the native tongues and shit like
Right,
that. You know what I'm saying? I I don't mind that, but like when it comes like the group on group, then
right.
yeah, that's something like I have a problem with. Cause yeah, people like call Wu take a super group, but
Mm-hmm.
at the end of the day, they drop like a lot of albums.
Right.
It don't matter,
Tribe vs. De La.
King T versus Coolio. Oh, King T.
King T versus Coolio.
That's another discography that no one talks about like that.
Coolio? King
Well,
T?
King T, I only like Coolio's first two albums.
Same. That's the only two I have. I didn't get My Soul. I didn't like it.
Yeah, My Soul, it was alright. It was a
It
bit
was
too
okay.
poppy a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah,
The
his
first,
first two are great.
yeah, it was like a very positive. It's like a very positive gangster rapper that makes sense. Like gangster rap
Right,
with your family.
right. Souls of Mischief or the Far Side?
Far side.
Souls of Mischief, because I still think they still putting out quality music even now. Far Side is like, what happened to them?
Those
I mean,
those
I know. Slim Kid said they're planning a reunion. I don't know how true that is.
rappers always be saying that shit. I
Huh?
feel like rappers say that shit just in the face.
Right, yeah. So I don't know. I mean, he did a live stream. I was on the live stream when he said it. I don't know how true that is. I didn't hear nothing about no official reunion with them. So
Because how long have you been waiting for that Pete Rock and CL Smooth album?
exactly, they've been saying the same thing for years, and we still haven't had it. So and CL Smooth been talking shit about him. So best beat to write raps to. Um,
The beat I make.
right. The beat that Reg make. Yeah.
I mean,
Good answer, Reg.
I'm not funny, but still.
Yeah.
To be honest with you, I be writing my music just to old soap operas, old TV shows and shit.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
I
To
like
old TV show theme songs?
no, not theme song, like literally like old TV show like episodes and shit
Oh,
like
okay.
that. Like if I'm watching like Sanford and
Right.
Son or
Right.
if I'm watching like fucking In the Heat of the Night, I be writing my rhymes. I don't like to write my music to other people's music sometimes because I be running
Yeah.
like my same song as that.
I've heard artists say that they don't like writing to other because everybody does it.
Exactly.
You know.
And that's how we have all these copycat motherfuckers out here and shit.
hmm oh, you sound like Jada. You sound like, you know.
And then
Yeah.
and motherfuckers be getting that shit stuck in their motherfucking head and shit. They don't want to be
Hmm.
anymore.
Exactly. I never heard Souls of Mischief first album back in '93. Oh yes, you gotta hear that. '93 to Infinity. That's a great album. Classic album.
See, I was never that really a big Souls of Mischief fan like that.
Right.
I
I
mean,
love them.
it's okay, but
Mm,
I know a lot of fans like they treasure that album and shit. So I'm not
yes.
mad about that.
No Man's Land. I thought that was dope. Underrated.
I
The
like I like how dark that was. Yeah,
yes. The Trilogy album was dope. And they still putting out music. Like they've done solo stuff. Opio's done some solo stuff in A plus. Tajay, you know. I think Fresto did some stuff. Crooked Eye, The Far Ride. For me, The Far Ride. That's an underrated MC.
I can't even pick. Yeah, 'cause I'm not.
Focus Daily is a great album that I never hear nobody mention when it comes to West Coast hip hop.
I don't even listen to both like that to be honest.
Right. The Far Right definitely. I might have to discuss that Focus Daily album. That shit is fire.
I want to talk about Quasimodo's The Unseen one day.
Yes, definitely. I heard that album. That was a dope album too.
I want to put people onto the early Mad Lab and shit.
Yes, definitely.
Oh, Trackmasters. That's after Dr. Dre 2. Just let everybody
Oh, the
know.
beat battle.
Yeah, Trackmasters is after.
Oh shit. When is that in April?
Yeah, let's do that April.
We got like a beat battle a month. Where versus at?
I mean,
Y'all gotta catch up to us. We got the best battles here going on.
yeah, they got two. I usually do like 1 to 2 a month, but
Right. Who had the best verse on How High? Uh, I think Method Man did.
I feel like they both was
They
on.
both did.
I can't even pick on that track.
Who had the best verse on the Rockwaller? I think Redman did.
Yeah, I did. Nah, Redman. Yeah, he did
Yes.
that.
Redman killed
Yeah,
that joint.
more Redman speed in that beat.
Right.
But with certain Method Man and Redman songs, I can't even pick like some like with hell even with the one track on Do What You
Mm,
Feel.
right.
I felt like they both was on
They
point with
both kill that. Right.
that. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's a good ass duo too, like Method Man.
Yes. Definitely.
And they're still cool to this day.
Yes. Currency. Who would Currency battle? Who could Currency battle? Wiz Khalifa.
Currency would eat Wiz. I'm sorry.
Yeah. I mean, well, they homeboys too. So
Yeah.
you know, I
But no
would say Mac Miller. If Mac Miller was alive, I think that would be a good battle.
knowing them they're part of Wiz Khalifa with Lil Wayne and shit.
Right. Currency and Schoolboy Q.
I can't actually get mad about that. That would be original.
Right.
'Cause I feel like both of them have equal
Yeah.
quality.
Yeah. That'd be a dope one.
Niggas sleep on Schoolboy,
Yeah.
but that recent album sucked. Oh, yeah, he was trying to go over that yum with that yum bullshit. What the fuck this shit was?
Yeah. The beat battle is Monday. Monday at what 11?
Oh yeah, 11. Yep.
Machine Gun Kelly. I only heard the Lace Up mixtape. I haven't heard nothing else from Machine Gun Kelly.
Yeah, I don't like the lace up. I'm not really big into
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. I'm not a huge fan of him.
But I did like the diss he did against Eminem. I did like that.
Yes, that was good. The Kill Shot.
Yeah.
That was good. Yeah. Yeah. A lot of them are hipsters. They just like drool over certain albums like those. So that shit don't impress me. I'm like I've lived with these albums for years. That I mean, I don't get impressed anymore when people's like, look, I got a vinyl copy of 93 Till Infinity unopened and shit. That you know what I'm saying? Like I've already had these albums. They don't impress me. You
And
know what
that's
I'm saying?
and you know the thing I don't like about certain album collectors, like sometimes motherfuckers just focus on one genre and shit. Like
Right.
I,
Right.
I won't show this motherfucker a copy of I think Funkadelic's One Nation Under a Groove or some shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
He was like, is this hip hop? I'm like, no, nigga, it's some funk, nigga.
Right.
Like
You
y'all, nigga,
know,
I don't just listen to hip hop. Nigga, I listen to fucking
right?
classical music too.
Show me a sealed vinyl copy of Shabba Ranks Extra Naked.
Show
You
me
know,
that's all album. Yeah, man.
yes. You know, or Chi Ali first album, which is rare. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that, like the same albums. Like I already have those. Like
Cause like
I don't get impressed when people post that up. You know what I'm saying?
he was like, look at me, I got famous
Yeah,
receivers.
the hipster album, Illmatic, Low End Theory, 93 Till Infinity, Straight Outta Compton. Those are all hipster. All poses post that shit up.
Shit,
You know?
I'm gonna show y'all a rare album.
Yes. Yes. Not the same old, same old.
I got something for my last.
Most Def versus Talib. Definitely Most Def. I think all his albums are better than Talib shit. Talib only albums I like from Talib is the first one, Quality, and I like Beautiful Struggle, but everything else, like I didn't like none of my other albums yet. Yes, that's a rarity right there. And that's the clean version you got?
Yeah,
Wow.
I mean, it was rare because I used to see his album for hella money, so I was like, you know what,
Yeah,
motherfucker don't even curse like that anyway. I don't think so.
right. Shaheem versus Chi Ali? Nah, Shaheem winning that. Chi Ali only got one album.
This album, I might want to do a review on this album though.
Yes. Isn't he working on a new album?
You know, rappers
I
just
think I think he's working on a new album.
rappers just say that so make it some shit. Last I heard, he was like a fitness trainer or some shit.
Oh shit.
Because I already planned on talking about Dr. Dre's Compton at one point.
That's where I'm trying to get it. It says more balance of, one day I might want to do a jazz review. I might want to do, a folk review or
Oh,
I mean just in general, it's always gonna be different. I don't want to discuss the same shit in the same genre. You know what I'm saying? It's not gonna be classic albums all the time. It's gonna be like underrated gems or somebody's personal favorite.
yeah, I just never knew you like folk music and shit.
No, I mean, no, I'm saying in general. Like, I mean, look, I told you I like the Miranda Lambert song that she did at the Grammys, and that's a country music.
Facts.
So you never know. I might be like, yo, let me do a Miranda Lambert discussion. You never know. You just never know. That's the whole joy of it. It's a surprise all the time. How many people you see doing the same Illmatic reviews? I don't want to do that because it's been done already. How many? There's like 50 million reviews on Illmatic and The Chronic and Doggy Style. I'm not doing that. What I will do is shit that nobody else will do. So how many reviewers you seen do Raekwon and Mobility? Even though people might not like it, I thought it was dope. I did a discussion on it. Or Cyndi Lauper, her first album, or whatever, Phil Collins, whatever. You know what I'm saying? That's the whole reason why I got into this shit, to do different shit, not to do what everybody else is doing. It's fun. It ain't gonna be fun for me if I gotta do the same old shit that everybody else is doing.
Exactly.
Illmatic again? Come on. I done talked about this album for like 20 something years already. I'm burnt out on Illmatic. You know, Doggy Style, come on. Been there, done that. You know what I'm saying? Like Dr. Dre said. You
So
know?
you heard about this West Coast supergroup, Snoop, Ice Cube,
Yeah, you was telling me about it. When is that album coming out?
next month?
With the official albums coming out?
Yeah.
Oh shit. So have you heard anything?
I need to hear that E42 short song.
Okay.
This shit better be like the greatest.
Yeah, I keep hearing about this super group.
This shit better be like the greatest West Coast hip hop album. Yeah.
What up, Zion? Zion, where you been? Mr. Hot Takes himself. Where's Alonzo at? Alonzo was asking me earlier about the Grammys and why they pick big name artists and shit. It's all politics, so they go for the big name artists. Google Jasmine Taz, that was great. We did a discussion. I think last year we did that.
Yeah, last year.
Yeah, last year we did that on Reddish channel. MOP versus Onyx.
MOP.
That would be a good one. That would be a good battle. And Tim and Swizz sleeping right now. Yo, they need to be on these battles.
Shut the door.
Shit, I don't know. Cause Onyx still doing albums, MOP still dropping shit. That's tough.
Well,
Temptations versus Dramatics.
but I see you
Temptations.
in the elevator. Huh? What happened with the
Mm, interesting.
He did
I like the Dramatics.
cruise with some young friends.
Mm.
There's going to be a way to mom like you described it up to tell me this way. That sounds just like
Jasmine Taz is great. I love that the first one.
money. How much do you make? Well,
Yeah, I remember. I saw the video for it when the last album came out. I didn't hear the album though.
should help some. But you're late. You just keep bringing the papers. You're off. I feel you're going to get very good service around here. How would you like to make more? It's so long as it's legal, Mr. Ross.
Let me answer a few more questions on the trip.
Would you like to be 20? Figure I'll make it one this year.
Oh, this last album was dope. It was straight from the
Yeah. Guru solo album is never talked about. Is that the Ballhead Slick one you talking about?
I thought you
Not that
done
one.
Jasmine Taz.
I thought you talking about Ballhead Slick. Not that one.
Days may be dull, but I wouldn't swap some of my nights for
Yeah, even the Jasmine Taz series, I don't see people discuss at all. Shut 'Em Down is my favorite Onyx album. That was a great one.
wait.
Ronnie, I'm gonna have to go with that song Shit Happens, but after we listen to that album too.
Favorite MOP album, Fireman Squad.
Same.
But I love Warriors too. Warriors was great. And First Family for Life.
I'm gonna go with To the Death and Final
And
Squad.
yes. Yeah, the Jasmine Taz album was great. That was a great one. Run DMC versus the Fat Boys. Run DMC.
Yeah, run.
I never bought anything Fat Boys. I want to get like their greatest hits. Like I never like listened to none of their stuff. Really, I know that like some of their songs, but I never like heard their albums like that.
Yeah, the first album's dope. It's classic.
John Forte, I have the first album, Poli Sci. That was a decent album. It wasn't great, but it had some joints on there.
Well, now that you put it that way, I guess 20
That's another artist people don't discuss. John Forte.
Yeah. Yeah, I might actually call it a night though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, man. This has been a dope review as always.
yes,
Doing our thing. For Horseman, Ultramagnetic MCs, 1993. Get this in your collection. Thank y'all so much for watching this episode as usual. Hope everyone has a very good weekend. Make sure y'all subscribe, like this video. Um, Dr. Dre Beat Battles Monday,
yes.
Sunday. What's planned for Sunday again?
I don't know. I thought you was gonna tell me. What's Sunday?
I knew I had something planned for Sunday.
There's always something that we plan on Sunday.
I'll let you know. I'll let you
Okay.
know.
All right.
'Cause I know later on this month I did say Joey Badass.
Oh yeah.
That's gonna be later on this month and shit.
Yeah, you said yeah, Joey Badass. There was something else you mentioned.
Oh yeah. The Morris, the unsung Morris.
Oh
Day.
yes, the Morris Day on song. That's right.
Yeah, we're gonna pre-record that and shit.
Okay.
Yeah. Other than that, I'll let you know if anything else pops up.
All right.
I know next week sometime I'm gonna do a review on the movie East Bayou, so
Yes.
I might actually watch that tonight.
Ghetto Boys. When is that? Well, we recorded that last night though.
The Ghetto Boys.
Yeah, cause they asking for the Ghetto Boys joint.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna drop that this weekend.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Other than that, hope everyone has a good night.
That ain't rap podcast. Danny, subscribe.
Yeah, subscribe to Try Shit.
Yes.
Hope everyone has a good night.
Yeah.
Peace.
Peace, yo.
not believe.